Good day, good afternoon, I should say. It is afternoon. It's a beautiful afternoon as it is, nice and sunny and bright, and but still hot. But it is summer. Anyway, it is now, believe it or not, episode 8 of my show. I cannot believe I've been doing this for 8 weeks, and I'm enjoying every second of it. And I'm hoping that you are enjoying my shows as well. Um, I'm starting off today with something a little different in a way. And that is something about in church that happened today. Today was, we have, in our church, which is the Oak Ridge Presbyterian Church, we had a family in our church named the Buckleys. And they were very, very much involved with our musical department that's in there. In fact, David Buckley was the head of it. He was there, I think I heard him say 7 years. I could be wrong. But today was his last day at the church. And we are very saddened to see him go because the man is so incredibly talented. His whole family is so incredibly talented. And I really am hoping for the best for him in the future. And he will be missed at the church, that's for sure. But his musical attributes, what he brought to the church with his music, and also his friendliness. He was a very friendly, nice guy, and I really enjoyed talking to him the few times that I did. He actually let me go into the church and play on their drums, so I could really have a chance to play on them. I've never done that before, and I got to do it a few times, and I enjoyed it, and I thank him for that very much. But that's enough. Like I say, he will be missed at the church. Now, on to different things here. Today is June. Not quite sure what day it is anymore. I never know what day it is anymore, but I do know it is late June. And June has always been a very difficult month for me in the last 20 some years. My mother passed away in late June of 1992. It was a bad year for my family and me. And I was extremely close to her. Extremely close. I could read her mind practically. And in fact, the day before she died, I knew I had to be there, which I think I said before. And the day she died, I saw her lying on the floor of her place. But it's been quite a number of years, and you would think by now that it would be easier, and it is to a certain degree, yes. But I always find in late June it's a little depressing because I miss her terribly. I really, really wish she had a chance to get to know my son Robert. She would have adored him. And there have been many times in the past 26 years where I really could have used her advice with raising him because he has not been an easier child to raise. But unfortunately, she wasn't there, and I like to think she would look down at me and wishing me well. It is also a difficult time because about 4 or 5 years ago, my oldest sister, Carol, died about the same time in June. So now we have a double whammy because I miss her too. I was very close to her. Now, I didn't see her a lot because she lives, for the most part, in the Bahamas. And she didn't come to Canada that often. But she had been up back in, I think, 1980. And we got really close at that point. So I miss her. And that. And I'm running out of family members here. So that always is a tricky time for me. But it's not as bad as it used to be, thank goodness. So I look at this time of year as a chance to reflect on my feelings about them. But it's also close to Canada Day. And I love my country, Canada. Go, Canada, go. And how could you not love Canada? We have a country that is refreshingly common. in the sense that we're a very friendly people. We apologize for everything. Trust me, I know with my scooter, people are constantly apologizing to me, even when they don't really have to, but they still will apologize. It's hilarious. But I look forward to Canada Day, the fireworks, and the celebrations. And I look back and I look at the rest of the world and all the other countries, and I think, Canada is not perfect, but it is the best country as far as I'm concerned. They talk about the United States being the best country in the world, and at a time in this day, it probably has had that time. It's certainly not right now. But I've never really considered it the best country in the world because let's face it, it's only perfect in that country if you're white and you're male. But if you're different, no, it's not good. They don't treat the minorities well. They don't treat the blacks well, that's for sure. And like I say, unless you fit in that nice, neat little mold of being rich, white, male, you don't stand a chance in that country. And it's sad. But that's that country. They can have it. I got Canada, and I love my country. Go, Canada, go. I'm very proud. You can tell. So, now I don't know what I don't know how we're going to be celebrating this year because with everything going on. It's going to be interesting how we celebrate. I mean, we can't really have the gatherings. We're not going to have the fireworks display downtown again this year, and that. So we'll find our own way of doing it in a way that Canada can be proud. And next year, hopefully, things will be better and we can do the whole works. So now, as far as this year is concerned, like this is now, we're 6 months into the year. And it has been some year. I used to hate 1992 because that for me was a personal pathetic year in my life. And by the time we got to 93, I was like, good riddance, 92. However, it's been replaced by this year. Because let's face it, this has not been a good year. Let's see, let's start in January where we had the fires in Australia that were horrific in nature. They also had Trump trying to start World War III with Iran, which was not good. Thankfully, that went off by itself and was fine. We had the Trump impeachment trial in the States, and that didn't work out well for us. And it's hopefully going to nip him in the butt come November. But in Canada, we have suddenly everything was fine, and all of a sudden we got this COVID-19 pandemic. And since that time, things have been pathetic. Suddenly, we can't go anywhere, we can't do anything hardly, although things are picking up, thank God, slowly. But still, it's still not like it used to be by a long shot. My son and I used to go to McDonald's fairly often. I know I did fairly often. And we sit there, that's where we played our card games. We'd sit there and have our lunch sometimes and a drink. And we sit there for a couple of hours playing these card games. And I enjoyed it. I also enjoyed going there just to do reading or my schoolwork or whatever. Can't do that anymore. And I really, really miss it. Some days it's so bad. And I deal with depression. So the worst thing for me to do when I get really depressed is to stay at home. But where do you go? I can't go anywhere really to be with people. And that's what I used to do. I can't do that anymore. Not right now. So I've had to find other ways of coping, which has not been easy. And we have our good days and our bad days. The other day I had a bad day. But I'm better now, which is good. But it has not been a good year. It has not been a good year for that. But things are, like I say, things are slowly picking up. We're on the right track. We got to keep it going. And we'll wait and see what happens in the fall. Now, they're predicting that we might have a second wave. I'm hoping we don't, but I really wouldn't be surprised if we do. And if that means shutting everything down again for a little while, okay, fine. We can do it. We're Canadian, we're strong. But it won't be easy, and it won't be fun. We got to do everything we can to keep this virus under control because it's killing thousands and thousands of people and is daily, and it's just not good. And hopefully they will have a vaccine for it soon. They're making progress, but it could take a while. So, but that's been the year so far. On a personal note, during this year, my sister Linda passed away in early May. My Aunt Terry passed away around the end of May, which has been very sad. And you know that wonderful scooter of mine? Well, let's just see. It's in the shop. It's been in the shop now for for a week and a half now. And they have no idea what happened, why it happened. It just died. So I got a loaner, which is fun, which is nice. A 3-wheeler, and I'm not fussy with those, but it's been a good scooter to drive, and I'm getting spoiled because it's got lights and everything. It's so good, so pretty, and I will have it probably for another week or so because they're waiting for some parts, I think, so that they can put in new parts everywhere. I'm gonna have a brand new scooter with an old shell. From the sounds of things. So hopefully this will keep it going for a while because I've had some real problems the last few months with it. So hopefully that'll work. But in the meantime, I'll have this fancy one, and I have to go on a bus with it this time for the first time, and I'm not sure how that's going to go. I'm not looking forward to it, but I will. I'll do it again. But that's in that year too. So, and this is a fun episode because it seems everything's been shorter than usual. But I've been looking at a lot of things in my life, and I've been trying to remain positive with a lot of things. I've been through a lot in my life. A lot of it has not been pleasant at all. I've been fighting my weight all my life. As you can tell, I'm definitely overweight. But I have lost weight. In the last year and a half, I feel I've lost about 50 pounds, which is amazing. And I don't even know how I'm doing it, except that I just basically change my appetite, my routine eating. And whatever I'm doing is working, so I'm not going to change it now. I'm not proud of myself. I still have my treats every now and then. But I don't know. I think it's just because I've been eating better meals. I'm eating less. I'm trying to incorporate more 6 meals a day, you might say. So I'll have my breakfast and my lunch and an afternoon snack and my supper and a bedtime snack. And that pretty well gets me through it. Keeps my blood sugars pretty well level. Keeps my hunger under control, and I don't have to eat as much. And it's working. So that's great. All I got to do now is get off my butt and start exercising. And not good at that. So hopefully we can do that. That's my goal. Hopefully the next month or so. But I'm not holding my breath here. So, but anyhow, that's my show for this week. It's not a long one, as they say, but it's a nice one. I've enjoyed it. I hope you have too. And I hope to hear from some of you. I'd like to hear some comments. I didn't know how you feel about my show, if you like it or not, what I might do to improve my show. I could use all the advice I can get at this time. And please share, please like it, and please subscribe. I haven't had any new subscribers in a while, so I really could use some. I really would. But that's my show. And in the meantime, have a good week, and I will be back next week with another show. Hopefully be longer. And in the meantime, like I say, have a good week. Take care of yourself, and try to do a good and enjoy Canada Day. And if you can, do a good deed for somebody. It always makes you feel good. In the meantime, that's it. So, bye.